teammate, and he did with Gupuz, dropping it on the way back now for Luke Rahman. Going in, that was a good maneuver. Defended well in the back at the end of the day by Okereja. Man City controlling the ball, but the pressure from Borussia Dortmund now with Emir Aiden. Ride on Isaac Osasu Okereja.
Dortmund seems better this second half than the first. They have more control of the game. They have a little bit more possession of the ball. But still, Manchester City awaits. They have very speedy players, and they are a very dangerous team with space on the counter. So Dortmund needs to be aware of that.
Yeah, they're speedy, and we've spoken about this in the last couple of days of the tournament, Alex, as we've added you on this Wednesday, third day of action. Borussia Dortmund, I'll tell you in a minute, they'll lose it. But in this age group, Alex, when you're under 12, you got a couple of kids that are 11 as well in these teams. Size really matters, and the advantage, for example, that Ndala could have, as this was a good play by Borussia Dortmund trying to get inside, just picked off away at the end. Rich could have had it, but defended well at the end. Rich will try it again, can't get there in time. But to complement the thought, you look at a guy, you look at a kid really like Dada Mascal or Ndala, they really do have a size advantage. Yeah, they do, and especially at this age, that size advantage can be put to use. There is a difference, and of course that it serves you better if you have a stronger, larger physical figure, and that is the advantage that some players get to have during the game, but they still need to know how to take advantage of it, because it's not a matter of I'm stronger and I'm bigger. You need to know how to use that to your favor. Yeah, that's absolutely right, because we've spoken about that in this tournament. There's taller guys that are very skillful, there's powerful, there's strength, and the little guys have also shown sensational things. Here's the center, played in Olio, it's not gonna get there. Look as he chases the ball, won't get there in time. He definitely tried it, but the kids who come to mind, Maldavia of La Roma, Davi of Fluminense, young men that have really shown interesting things, and they're little guys, but they're mobile, they're agile. And of course, some of the bigger guys that are extremely talented and skillful, like Ndala, and like a guy like Gustavo, who plays for Fluminense as well. Another player I've been impressed with is Facundo Ezequiel Herrera, the captain of Boca Juniors. Isaac Guglielmelli from La Roma has been sensational too. So we've seen a lot of talent, Alex, in these first 2.5 days of Prospects Cup action. And at the end of the day, you think about it, as Borussia Dortmund looks to get into the box this time around, he'll pop it a little back. And I keep on bringing this example up. Good defense from Man City, especially because he's an ambassador of the tournament. Christian Pulisic could have been here 6 years ago.
Just 6 years ago. That's not long at all, but yeah, he could have been here. And I wouldn't be surprised that a lot of talented kids that we see here today will be tomorrow's stars, because very important people throughout the football world are in Orlando. They are hanging around, they are watching the games.
Yeah, nationally televised.
Yeah, nationally televised, so everyone is on it, and it wouldn't surprise me at all that out of this tournament came out a couple of kids, or even more than that, that really have an interesting future in soccer.
And when you think about it, Alex, you brought such a great point. This has never been done before. I mean, you go back 20 years ago, and if you were an extremely talented 12-year-old, you didn't have national television.
No way.
And today, as Univision Deportes makes history and Prospects Cup as well, with the unbelievable event that we're having, any team could really be looking at you, any age in any academy. Of course, you got academies here. You got Man City, Borussia Dortmund on the European side of the game. If you're a domestic club, you definitely have that chance to shine if you play for Boston or for Weston FC. Even if you're a Major League Soccer side like Alex, you're Orlando City.
Yeah. It puts you on the map and on the spot. And even if you're in one of these teams, Dortmund, Manchester City, whatever institution, usually when you're 11, 12, and you belong to one of these teams, you only play for them, and nobody watches you other than the people
belonging to that team.
Right.
Here, even if you play for Manchester City, you've got a lot of people with different jobs looking at your skills and what you're doing. So definitely more options for everyone, and that is a good thing.
And of course, you talk about scouting as well, and that could be a possibility as well. Coming down on that play was Joel Sizanga Ndala, number 10. How talented has he been in this tournament? Finding Dadamasco. Going back for Lakayo Samuel. On the right now, Man City, and just like that, 36 minutes gone. And Borussia Dortmund has really shown some heart this second half. And that's another thing that you have at this age group, Alex. Kids do not give up. Yeah. They could be down 5-6-0, and they'll be giving it their all.
Yeah, I mean, certainly at this stage and at this level and at this age. I'll let you with this one. Oh.
Yeah, as Batty was defending Anari, Zakaria was getting there. There he is, number 7.
Yeah, Zakaria, that should have tried to score himself instead of looking for the pass. Didn't feel comfortable to try the strike. It all ends up in a corner kick. Borussia Dortmund with the ball.
And up the cross is Twen Yeboah, putting it inside Joel. Nobody could get there in time. The ball goes off the left sideline, and the throw will come up for Roman Egan Riley. Man City, who has really changed the game, if you will, their history, as far as the academic standpoint. And I'll tell you what, you can argue it all started with Pep Guardiola.
He's done an amazing job. I mean, to all those people who thought that Pep Guardiola would only work within Barcelona, Manchester City has proven them wrong. Today, they are one of the best teams in the world. They are leading the Premier League.
And the academy system is sensational right now for them.
The academy system is sensational. Every aspect of the institution seems to be working right now with Manchester City. The academy system, of course, and they emphasize that a lot, and it reflects on the first team as well. And Pep Guardiola, I mean, as of today, I would say that Manchester City would be the favorite team to win the Champions League and the Premier League as well.
Well, there you have it. Words from Alex Barry. They are very strong right now, but bringing it back to Prospects Cup talk, the point is that Man City, as Borussia Dortmund, and of course as Roma, Alex, and as Real Madrid and America and Chivas and Galaxy, these are all sensational academies, and that's why they're in this tournament. Fluminense, what do you say about Boca? Everybody, Boston and Weston FC with great club academies as well. They're all teams that make names for themselves in this tournament.
And it is important to have it, because take America, for example. They only would get to play against Pumas and against Cruz Azul and against team within around the city, because I mean, they don't even travel a lot out of the capital of Mexico City. So here you have an opportunity not only to play against teams like US teams, but also European teams that come to Orlando to play. Dortmund, Manchester City, that is a great opportunity for everyone to have that international experience, because it makes you grow in every sense. Competing at this level definitely helps you grow and get better at what you're doing.
And that's what the manager of America exactly had mentioned, Javier Garcia. He was in our Football Central pregame show for UDN, for Univision Deportes Network, and he was saying, listen, we have to enjoy the moment, the travel, the simulation of being a pro, Alex, because that's what this tournament is for these kids.
Yeah, no doubt. You have a lot of fans watching the game. You know in the back of your mind that it's being televised on national TV. So circumstances change, and it is an opportunity also for these kids to show what they're made of.
And look at this opportunity, chipping up top, saved in the back, well done by Lisowski. Joel Ndala was close, making the run, starting at the tip of the box and getting inside, drop back now, looking to defend is Luke Remen. Getting rid of it, Borussia Dortmund. Backside turn to go as Twen Yeboah turns and finds a teammate. That's a good ball from Gupus, played in, but the defense is better from Lakayo Samuel, as we'll look at it again.
Yeah, this is the Ndala play. I think it is a missed opportunity because instead of looking for the strike with the left leg, he tried chipping it with the right, and it just didn't have enough power.
And here he is again. This could be the fourth goal. And it is goal! Joel Sisangandala, one of the best players of the tournament, makes it 4-0 for Manchester City. And Alex, the little citizens are getting closer to the next round.
And it all started with the goalkeeper, a great pass, and then a lot of space. And Ndala takes advantage of that, controls the ball, and then strikes the ball in the net. Ndala with 2 goals in 3 appearances. He is tall, he is fast, he is strong. He's one of the better players in the tournament, and he has got the 4th goal that Manchester City was looking for in order to make the Roma situation more problematic. They are looking to advance to the next round, and this goal can make the difference. So the goal from Ndala certainly very, very important.
I'll tell you what, if the message from the manager Darren Hughes to their players, to his players, to Man City players was, let's score goals here because we need them in that race for the next round against La Roma, they certainly have listened. 4-0 against Borussia Dortmund.
Yeah, that's what they were. That's what they came in looking for, and that's what they have now. And 10 minutes to go, so it is important at this stage not to concede a goal, because I mean you can make another goal, it wouldn't make much difference, but if you concede 1 goal, then that could affect the differential.
Joel Ndala picking up a lot of the offensive slack, if you will, in the first half, and we'll await reports, but another superstar young player. I'll finish the thought after the cross, just getting to first pole. Justin Obavodois came off, number 9, but he has been sensational as well, and obviously a player that scores goals in this tournament. We are going to talk now about the Gatorade Most Valuable Player of the Game. Precisely brought to you by Gatorade as Man City attacks, and it's going to be Olliot, of course. Thomas James Olliot, who had a lot of great plays, including this great finish. Number 11 doing it himself, Alex.
Yeah. Here with the ball, and then the cross strike near the post from Olliot to score one of the 4 goals that Manchester City has today against the Dortmund.
No foul called. Coming up with the ball now and controlled by Fletcher. Tyler, who can't get there in time, who does defensively, is Tang Nufur Anubodem. But Borussia still fighting.
Must be frustrating for them because they had a good second half. They had the ball, they moved it around, they created some opportunities. They looked better than in the first half, no doubt about that. And then at the end of the day, they keep conceding and receiving goals because Manchester City has very dangerous players on top.
Couple of guys coming out for Borussia Dortmund, Anubodem as well as Rahman, and coming on fresh legs as well for the German Bundesliga side, Borussia Dortmund. The fifth, looking for the 5th. That was well intercepted in the back by Redzic. We have coverage on the field with both Fergay and Lorena Troncoso, and we're getting and listen to this, Alex. So the reason why Obavodois came off, their star player, or one of the very, very good players for Man City, they're saving him. So the manager, Darren Hughes, he's not injured. Darren Hughes essentially thinking already about the possibility of facing either Boca Juniors or Fluminense in that international bracket championship game, and looking to save one of his better players.
And I think he made the right call. You're rapidly reaching the end of the game, 5 minutes to go. You're winning it 4-0. No need to risk one of your better players when you know that you have very important games coming up. So, you know, this is also an opportunity for growth, not only for the players, but also for the managers that need to think forward and need to make strategic decisions looking to find the best for the player and of course for the team as well.
Koktenis Gupus. And Dalla wants another goal, and Dalla almost finishing off a sensational play as he went all the way. Didn't play his teammate, but that was well done in the back as well from Robin Lisowski, the goalkeeper of Borussia Dortmund, as we near the end of the game.
Yeah, Borussia Dortmund could never figure out how to stop Ndala. He is too tall, too strong, too big, and just looks like so much powerful than all the defensive line of Borussia Dortmund that could just never stop him throughout the whole game. And that has been one of the greatest advantages for Manchester City. If it wasn't for the goalkeeper, Ndala would have easily scored at least 2 more goals during this one.
Yeah, Lisowski did a very great job that time, and close to the ball was also Gabriel Gardais Kelly, as Manchester City continues to attack. That's well defended, and we'll talk about the Olive Garden play of the game. And it has to be, no question about it, that great goal scored by Daniel Batty, and we're going to look at it right here. What a great finish, Alex.
Yeah, I mean, it was a sensational pass, but then the finish. Goalkeeper was coming out, and he just flips it on top, chips it in. Unbelievable finish. Great job there, and one of the better goals of the 4 that we've seen tonight.
Danny Jake Batty, the little guy, number 7, chips it up top. Soft, smooth touch as Robin Lisowski was coming off his goal line for the goal. 4-0, Man City will reach top of the group named C and will be in very good shape, and with that, essentially obligating Roma, I should say, a score at least 3-goal differential against Real Madrid, and that's going to be tough because Los Merengues will certainly be looking to finish off this tournament as best as possible for them.
And Manchester City made their part, and now it's up to Roma to make theirs. And it's not an easy challenge beating Real Madrid by 3 goals, but they're certainly gonna look for it. Especially when you take a look at this game, it wasn't an easy challenge or task for Manchester City to score 4 times and not concede a single goal against Dortmund, but they have.
And the Real Madrid players at the tunnel getting ready to go. Back-to-back marathon of games here at the Prospects Cup. Of course, the ball has to come off the box. That's what the referee was calling that time. It did not with Zeba Bost. And that's the bench for Man City. Later today, Real Madrid and Roma. That's exactly what we're talking about. That game is coming up. Los Merenguitos, Real Madrid, already ready on the tunnel. If you look at them, ready to go in white. They want to get the best out of La Lobita. The small wolves, La Roma, in this tournament, Alex.
And they are going to be...
Oh, look at that. Is this the 5th goal? Close! So close, but Man City again connecting with the passing.
Yeah, it was a great play. And at the end of the day, Gabriel couldn't put it in. I mean, he had everything. It's just a missed opportunity. It isn't going to make much of a difference, but wow. Great understanding there by Manchester City forwards.
That's how it stands, Alex.
Yeah, with Manchester City on top, 7 points. And then we have the Roma-Real Madrid situation. 4 and 3 points. Only 1 advances to the next round, the first place. So Roma, with the win, would be tying with 7 points Manchester City, but that's why they need the 3-goal differential in order to tie them in that as well. And if they do, then it's going to get interesting because it could get... We could go to the penalty shootout to decide who advances to the next round.
It's going to be tied in this group. And you go back and think of what happened yesterday in that game, which really was a very exciting game. The 3-3 Man City Roma game as the ball comes inside, well controlled by Solomon Honor. But that's where Manchester City last-second tying goal comes into shape. If not, La Roma would be the owner of their own destiny at this moment. That's the end of this one, ladies and gentlemen. Manchester City has taken care of business 4-0 against Borussia Dortmund. And with that, at the moment, they have a ticket into the next round. Up next, we're going to have a sensational game between La Roma and Real Madrid.